humble too, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? This might be what you're supposed to be doing. You know, it looks crazy, but we're commanded to come out here because me and this brother are at a level too. You know what I'm saying? You got to be at a level to understand this, right? Because we're being made to look crazy standing out here holding this and telling you exactly what it is. You understand? We're telling you exactly what this thing is, according to the scripture. You know the story of the Ten Commandments?
Yeah, Moses. My name's Moses.
Is your name Moses? See, that's straight up spiritual. Okay? That's a spiritual thing. That's a spiritual name.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when Moses took the children of Israel out into the desert, out of Egypt, what were they following?
They were following a cloud.
A what?
A cloud.
Did we just read what a cloud was? So what do you think they were following?
Or they say it was God's spirit guiding them.
What do you think they were? It said a cloud, right?
Yeah.
Or a pillar of fire, a pillar of cloud by day, a pillar of fire by night. That's this thing. And it just told you, what was that we read? As in Sinai. Revelation 1:7. I'll read it again. Now that you know what a cloud is, see, now you'll understand what the scriptures say. See? And that's what you're going to learn. See, when you read this Bible, certain words have certain meanings that only the Most High is going to reveal to his prophets. And then, when you read the Bible, then, when you know it's about these people, when you know you're one of those people, then these words come together and they tell you the story. And you're hearing that story right here. I'll read 1:7 again. It says, behold, this is talking about the one you know as Jesus Christ, who is an angry black man. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. Okay? And every eye shall see him. They also, no, that's not in Sinai. What did you Psalm 68:17? Right. So now you know when it says that cloud, it very well could mean a chariot. And it does mean it. Do you know how, 68:17? Do you know how Jesus left the earth? He ascended into what? Into what? That's right, into a cloud. Now you know what they cloud. You remember Star Trek? You ever seen Star Trek? Beam me up, Scotty? That's what happened to him. He got beamed up into one of these. Okay. So did he not? No, Elijah. It was Elijah, right? 68? 7 foot?
Isn't our form to be of the spirit? You know, we have flesh and spirit. Could it be the spirit of Jesus descended?
No, he came back. He came back to life.
Right.
He came back to life. He got beamed up into one of these, and he's still alive right now. He's going to come back in one of these.
You got that account? I think it's in the New Testament where it talks about Paul. He got put to death, but the spirit went back into him.
I don't. I'm going to ask Satan over here.
See, look at that.
Let me read this again. This is Psalm 68:17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. That's talking about when Moses delivered the children, they were following a cloud, right? Okay, and this right here is calling them the chariots of God. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai.
That's in Israel, right?
Yeah, well, that's the desert they went out into, right? What in Revelation again?
7?
Well, there was another one. Oh, okay. But that's what they were following. They were following a cloud, and the cloud jumps up when Pharaoh and the armies were coming, right? And the Egyptians were chasing down the Israelites in the desert, right? It says the pillar of cloud got up and went and stood in between them and held off the Egyptians.
Right.
Now what cloud can do that? It was one of these. That's God's air force. First of all, the angels are in there, right? And they're called the chariots of Israel, meaning that they're fighting for these people. The angels are fighting for these people because these are God's children. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. The poor. That's right. And all of these people have the same story. Mexicans live in the barrio. Negroes live in the ghetto. American Indian on the reservation. Same thing. That lets you know that we're all the same people. And this devil, who is a so-called white man, he don't want us to know that we're brothers. He don't want us to know that. You got to separate it, thinking that, oh well, these are the Mexicans. The Mexicans don't get along with the black. They're the same race. See? And who does God hate?
Those that do bad things, wicked things.
Okay, well let's see what the Bible says specifically.
Liars and
Right. Okay. This is Malachi 1 and 4. See, the people that taught you the Bible, who are the conquistadors, right? Your people are Roman Catholics, right?
yeah.
They don't want you to know this. They ain't gonna bring this up. It says, the burden, this is Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. This is God talking to Israel. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Then God asked a question. Was not Esau Jacob's brother? God says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yet I love Jacob. God said he loves Israel. And I hated Esau.
Because he sold his first lineage.
He sold his birthright.
For his birthright.
That's right. But still, I mean, that's part of the reason why. But it doesn't negate the fact that he hates it. See? So God's telling you who he loves and who he hates. He said, I love these people and I hate these people. Plain and simple. And not just the man he saw, but all of it. It goes on to say, I hate all of them. Forever.
Because really, this dude is the reincarnation of Cain. You know? And the serpent that was in the garden. Keep going.
Says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, that's all of his children, the Edomite, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Meaning God hates them forever. So nobody can change that. God is telling you who he loves. He only loves one nation. There's other nations. Out of all these nations, because God created these nations, he only loves one. That one. And he hates one. That one. And all the other people, he don't give a shit about. Okay, but this one explains it even better.
Well, get that first movie.
And then confirm it. Okay. This is 6 and 56.
So don't the white man have a chance of salvation?
Only Israelites do. Only the elect of Israel.
A so-called white man can have salvation if he's an Israelite.
That's the answer.
He goes by your father's seed. If he's an Israelite because his father was an Israelite, like Leonardo DiCaprio, he looks like a white man, but he's an Israelite. Or Cameron Diaz, she looks like a white woman, but she's really an Israelite. You know, they have a chance of salvation, but if their father is an Edomite, they have no chance. You know, the only people that have a chance of salvation is the people of Israel, people on this side right here. And only 1/3 in the elect have a chance. 2/3 are gonna die.
It breaks down even further. First, you got to be an Israelite. Then you got to be of a certain election of Israel. Right? Not all Israelites. You can't be saved just because you're.
My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, and they believe there's 144,000.
That's true.
Who are the 144,000?
They believe among the Jehovah's Witnesses that there's.
But see, anybody can be a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's right.
Leviticus 7.
Hold on, let me get this first. What is it? 7, Revelation 7. Where's the 144,000? 7?
Yeah, 7.
It says this. It says, and I heard the number of this is Revelation 7 and 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. That's who the 144. And then it goes on. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben there were sealed 12,000. So you got to be an Israelite to be one of the 144.
And that's the group you're talking about, the 1/3?
No, it goes on to speak of them. It says, after it gets done with all of the tribes in 144, then it says this. Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds of people and tongues, and stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Because children of Israel are going to come out of the whole 4 quarters of the earth.
Out of every nation there is. Out of all these nations, there are Israelites. Like he said, that white person could be Israel. Well, that Japanese person could be an Israelite. That person who is a Russian, speaking Russian, looking like a Russian, could actually be an Israelite. Just like you could be a Spaniard, right? Your line could go back to the Spanish who are Edomites. See? Just because you look a certain way doesn't mean that's right.
Spanish?
Yeah. Okay. Them are Edomites. Okay, what was it?
Revelation chapter 7. Hey, but real quick, just to cut that Jehovah's Witness down, give me Luke 10 and 7.
Jehovah's Force, right? Is I am who makes that happen on earth.
Can you repeat that?
Oh, Jehovah, the name?
Oh, Jehovah actually means wickedness.
Wickedness.
Yeah. In Greek. The name of the Most High, the Bible is named Yahweh. According to the Hebrew, the Lashon Kadosh. The Paleo Hebrew means Yahweh. That name Jehovah actually means wickedness. Well, give me Luke 10 and 7 real quick.
Luke 10 and 7. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborer is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house.
Yeah, go not from house to house. Like the Jehovah's Witness. They go to house to house. The Most High said, don't go house to house. What the Most High said? Give me Proverbs 1 and 20. And then go back to 2nd Ezra. This is what the Most High commanded us to do. And he commanded us not to go house to house. Like the Jehovah, we call them Jehovah's wickedness though.
What'd you say, 1 and 20?
Yeah, wisdom cries.
Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
That's right, we in the streets, keep doing them.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
That's right, the chief place of concourse. Normally,